Should I take my hat off, or am I okay?
I am ready when you guys are.
All right. So it's filming. Ready.
It is indeed.
That's a good cameraman right there.
Hello, Prairie. I'm grateful that you're with us this morning. I'm excited to have this privilege today of introducing to you the new worship director at Prairie. Well, the new starting in December. We are grateful to have Dave Lingenfelter. And Dave and I have known each other outside of church circles for years. I've had a deep respect and appreciation for him. I've seen him in a number of professional and musical environments. And we have been just so lucky and blessed that God has allowed Dave and us to work together. So I want to introduce Dave Lingenfelter and ask him, Dave, tell us why you're in ministry.
Oh, wow. I would say, quick story. When I was in my 20s, I was having a hard time with life and I was completely lost, honestly. And I had a buddy of mine that reached out and asked me to go to church with him. And I was just thinking, this is, just a feel-good kind of thing, and it would quickly wear off. Well, he didn't take me to church. He took me to a youth group. Now, I'm in my 20s, and I walked downstairs, and there were, 75 kids, and they were in the middle of worship. And being a musician and watching these kids, it did something in my heart. And I have not been the same since that day. And just that initially started my passion for working with kids, and I quickly formed a Christian band and started playing out and doing that stuff. And as I got a little bit older, I stepped out of that band and became a youth pastor and started working with kids full time. And as the years have gone on, my roles have changed a little bit within the church, but I have stayed working with youth most of the time, and even when I was a lead pastor of a church down in Texas. And but that's kind of how I got into it. Was youth. So
yeah, I love that story of kind of going down into something you've never experienced before, and then I imagine just getting into that room and just a brand new life horizon opens up.
Yeah.
And well, whatever's happened in all these years of ministry, it is clear that the grace of Jesus Christ has made your heart tender. And I like to say about Dave that if you spend any time with Dave, you leave feeling safer and more loved than you did before you met him. And I think
thank you.
think we're really lucky to have you. Tell us what you're excited about coming into this kind of ragamuffin church we got here.
Well, luckily, I have been able to see Prairie all through the years, really. I don't even know. I can't remember when I first met you.
Oh, it's got to be 10 years or so.
At least 10 years. I filled in for Herman at one point in time, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I have always loved Dan, always loved his family, and had an opportunity to work with one of his sons, and that was awesome. I seen this place grow, and I know that there's been a lot going on in the last couple of years, and a lot of people may not look at it as growth. I tend to look at that as growth. That's spiritual growth at its best. And so all of us go through that stuff. My excitement comes in the growth and just being a part of helping a team come together and spreading the love and grace that we have, and being around for Christmas to start it off is exciting to me because I mean, what other time would be better than this? The lights, the trees, and I dig it all. So totally excited about being a part of Christmas coming up, and bigger than that is just being a part of the life of Prairie and the everyday ins and outs, and the staff and the just everybody that walks in the door. So I'm excited to meet all of you, and hope that you hear my heart and can get to know me over the next few years, and we'll see where this crazy thing goes.